All right.
Yo.
Coming to you live from Philly and simulcast on Philly's own Channel 68 WPQZ. It's the Paulie and Tony Fusco Show.
Yo.
As always, Paulie Fusco here with Tony Fusco. And you know, people, you can probably hear it in my voice. I've got COVID again. But don't worry, I've had it 7 times, and I am 7-0, undefeated against COVID as expected. You know.
You getting COVID is bad news for COVID.
Absolutely, Tony. But let's just put it past us. And another thing we got to put past us. Last show, we had a terrible guest. Four-time Super Bowl winner, Bill Romanowski. And, you know, he got pissed at us because we uncovered the truth about him, that while he played for the Eagles in Philly, he lived in New Jersey.
Unbelievable. We're like 60 Minutes. Mickey Rooney over here.
Yeah, we got to the bottom of that one. Anyway, hopefully a better guest today. But before we get into that, you know, people keep saying to us, they say, thank you, Paulie and Tony, for doing a podcast, because now I can listen to you whenever I want. And, you know, we say, that's not why we did a podcast.
Yeah.
It's not about you.
No.
It's about us.
It's about us.
We used to have to go live on TV and radio at, you know, the hour that we had to do it. Now, we get to do it anytime we want, don't we, Tony?
Yeah, all these sports talk shows are on in the morning. Why would you be on in the morning?
Makes no
sense.
Sports
are at night.
Exactly, Tony. You know, we do our show 1 a.m., 2 a.m. as soon as the games are over.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, that's prime time for sports.
We're first. Yeah.
Yeah, in the moment, no prep. You know, today, Tony, I slept in 11 a.m. That's when I got up. You didn't get up until what, 1 p.m.?
Yep. Slept like a baby. And guess what? Didn't miss a step. Kept straight into my zirconian rhythm.
There you go. See, that's why we're successful in this business. We get up when we want. We do it when we want.
Yeah.
The guy we have on the show today, the guest, he's probably not getting any sleep. He's got the worst work schedule in all of sports. He co-hosts a show on FS1 called First Things First that comes on at bumfuck in the morning.
Worst things worst.
7:30 Eastern. Then get this. He's also on a podcast radio show called The Odd Couple with Rod Parker that raps at 10 p.m. Eastern. Does this guy ever sleep?
Does this guy ever watch sports or sleep? What does he do?
I'm starting to think this guy's a vampire. So, I mean, listen to his name. He's got a vampire name.
Yeah.
Chris Broussard.
Broussard.
Broussard. Yeah, that sounds vampirish.
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly.
You know, we always keep it honest with our audience, don't we, Tony?
We always keep
so
it.
So we're going to tell you
100%.
Yeah, right. And we're going to tell you that this interview you're about to see was pre-recorded, as they say in the
that means
business.
it's not live.
Right.
So don't call us because it is pre-recorded.
Exactly. And the reason for that is Chris said recording at 2 a.m. was unfortunately in the 1 hour that he apparently sleeps. So we had to move early just for him.
He was begging us, please, can you do it, please,
give me the airtime. I need the airtime.
Yeah,
anyway,
please.
If the interview's missing any of that live magic, blame him, right, Tony?
Yeah, blame Vampire Broussard.
Anyway, by the way, this episode is presented by ZipRecruiter. Are you unemployed or lost your job due to COVID? Well, it's been 2 years, so get over it and get a job, you lazy fuck. Get on ZipRecruiter, right, Tony?
Yeah, quit being a lazy shamul and get back to fucking work.
There you go. Also enter the promo code Paulie and Tony, #1 show 12 for 2.1% off your first application. All right, there we go.
Great ad read, Paulie.
Yeah,
I just want to take a moment. Great deal also for ZipRecruiter.
There you go. And we just made bank there, Tony, by doing that. But you know where we also make bank, Tony, and giving our takes on the sports world? Because, you know, so much happens in sports, and people, they don't know what to make of it. But luckily, you know, we're here to break it down, break all the top stories down in one of our most popular segments, Good or Not Good.
Good or not good?
All right, first up, Joel Embiid wins the scoring title, and yet Vegas has the Sixers as the 8th best odds to win the title. Tony, is this good or not good?
This is not good. People always say the best offense is a good defense, but that doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't it make more sense to say the best offense is a good offense?
Absolutely, Tony. Great point. And Embiid also did more on defense than anyone in NBA history. Not only did he stop people on the other team, he also stopped Ben Simmons from being on his team.
Total domination on all three sides of the ball.
Yeah, well, don't come cry to us when the Sixers win the title and you're broke.
Yep.
All right, next up, take it, Tony.
People are saying Russell Westbrook is a broken player and that he sucks. Paulie, is this good or not good?
Obviously, this is not good. People always want to point to Westbrook's stats. Per game averages, percentages, blah, blah, blah. No, waste of time. People, the stats that matter most are the ones you can't measure.
Exactly.
Energy, there you go. Passion, determination. That's what matters most, right, Tony?
Of course. We saw that all in the Rocky movies. And we also still see it in the field of comedy, too. Think about the all-time funniest comedian ever. Of course we know who I'm talking about, Dane Cook. And it didn't matter what he was talking about. Why? Because he always did it with energy. And as a result, it was always funny.
Tony, I don't want to step on a man when he's down, but Gilbert Gottfried, I always felt like he stole Dane Cook's act, and that was just shameful.
Yeah, I don't want to say that either right now, but unfortunately, I have to agree.
Let's just move on from that sad moment for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Adam Silver says he doesn't like that the NBA stars are sitting out too many games, and he wants to fix this. Tony, is this good or not good?
This is not good. You see, this is the problem with the NBA, and he's admitting it. It doesn't have enough stars. So, here's my suggestion to you, Adam Silver. If you want more stars, why don't you go find more good basketball players?
There you go. Problem solved. We see this all the time in Hollywood, don't we, Tony?
Yeah.
You take the Bourne movies, who can forget those? Great movies.
The best.
Matt Damon. Remember Matt Damon?
He was
three
good.
of them. He did 3 of them. He was good. And then he said, I don't want to do these anymore. I want to sit out, take a break or whatever. Did they just stop making Bourne movies?
Nope.
No. They went out and replaced them with the great Jeremy Renner.
The best.
And as we all know, that movie turned out to be the best of the Bourne series. Right, Tony?
Absolutely. Like when they had that loser Topher Grace playing Spider-Man. And then they brought in Andrew Garfield, who was a real Spider-Man. You knew it instantly.
Absolutely. All right, Tony, set up our last one here.
Okay, and finally, Baker Mayfield is openly attacking the Browns, saying he feels, quote, disrespected by the team. Paulie, is this good or not good?
This is 100% good. Has anyone on the Browns actually bothered to check Baker Mayfield's stats from last season? Because it doesn't seem
Probably
like it.
not.
If they did, he'd still be the starter.
Yep.
Completion percentage of 60.5%. Only 13 picks and a passer rating of 83. And let's not forget, Tony, a confidence level of 1,000.
Yep.
It's time for Blind Resume. A proprietary segment we do on this show.
We did it right
came
here
up with.
first.
Yep. Tony, this is a tough one. We didn't prepare this, but let's see. Can you guess which quarterback had the same completion percentage and interceptions in a season?
Of course, easy. Warren Moon, 1989. Boom, take it to the bank.
Wow. Tony, you are like a thesaurus full of information. There you go. And, that just shows. If the Browns get rid of Baker, it's basically like dropping Hall of Famer Warren Moon.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, on the subject of big mistake, we may be doing that by bringing our next guest on. And just a reminder, so you're not confused at home, the segment you're going to hear next has been pre-recorded. So don't call in with your questions. It's
Yeah,
not
make
live.
sure, exactly. No one's going to answer the phone. So don't call.
So don't call. Okay, Jay, go ahead and roll the tape. I said roll the tape. Press play on the fucking tape. Do you know how to use a fucking VCR?
Fusco Satellite Network.
Okay, so this is where you're going to edit this in, all right, Jay? 3, 2, 1. Okay, our next guest. You've seen him on many shows that are at very odd times of the day. He co-hosts First Things First on FS1, while most normal people are still sleeping. And then he co-hosts his radio show, The Odd Couple, when most people are going to sleep. Some of them while listening to his show.
Yep.
Anyway, let's just get him on here because it's probably past his bedtime. Chris Broussard, welcome to the show.
Welcome back.
What's up? It's great to be back with you guys. I don't know if I should thank you for that introduction or what, but it's always good to be
on. Of course.
Well, an appearance on our show is always worthy of thank you.
Always thank us.
We'll save that for later. Look,
Why are you wearing these horrible jerseys?
All right, this guy.
Are you kidding me?
You're hosting too many shows.
Playoffs
You're hosting too many shows.
Here we go. We did make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But let's get this.
In the weakest division in the league, and you still can't get in the playoffs.
See,
I'm just saying.
You're a basketball analyst. Don't try talking football with
I can look at the standings.
Know your place.
See where the Eagles are.
Playoffs.
I'll stand on your head. All right, hold on.
Okay,
see, I see what's
Let's
going
get
on.
it back on the rails
on here. He's angry because he's so tired.
Yeah.
He's tired.
He's cranky. Yeah.
And you know why you're tired? Because you're doing all these shows.
Terrible
early in the
hours.
morning, terrible hours. Don't you think that's a knock on the lack of success you've had in your career? That
they put you on at 4 a.m. and 10 p.m.
Here, we're in prime time.
It's actually a great time because people are getting ready for work. They're getting dressed, and they got us on First Things.
All right, but I want to know how much sleep.
And then there are those that don't work early are at home laying in the bed watching First Things First. So it's awesome.
Nope,
Yeah,
not
but
us.
what time are you getting up in the morning there? What time?
I'm up around 4:30.
Oh.
I do more before 6 a.m. than most people do all day.
Oh.
Here we go. Patting himself on the back already.
What time are you going to sleep at night?
Yeah.
Well, it depends. If there's a West Coast playoff game on that I need to watch, I may go to bed at 12:30 to 1 a.m. If there's not, then I'm in the bed. I'm asleep by about 11. So I get 4 hours sleep, give or take, on average.
Makes a lot of sense. That explains a lot.
That explains your behavior on this show.
You'll come out screaming at us. That explains a lot.
Yeah. Well, look, just try and keep it together here. Look, we'll get into the topics because we can see that's where you want to go.
Yep.
All right. First up, Joel Embiid.
The GOAT.
Wins the scoring title, and yet Vegas doesn't have the Sixers as title favorites. Has them at 8 favorites. Doesn't that sound like plain stupid to you?
No, I don't have them as favorites either. I hope they can get past Toronto in the first round.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Sleep deprived.
I really am a fan of Joel Embiid. I've been a fan of James Harden for a decade. So I would love for them to get a ring. Yeah. But both of them, more so Harden, but to some degree Embiid too, they haven't yet shown me or anybody that they can be counted on in the title.
He just won the scoring title. What does he have to show you?
By putting more points in the basket.
Y'all can't handle the truth.
Are you kidding me?
This is what like a public service thing, Tony, for like sleep deprivation.
You sounds like you need sleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, look, we'll move on. We'll give you another chance here. Russell Westbrook, under fire. People say his stats are bad, blah, blah, blah. You and I both know, come on, Chris, admit it. The only stats that matter are the ones that you can't measure. Energy, heart, passion, determination. Don't you agree, Westbrook? Number one player.
But no, that is insanity. That is ludicrous. The only stats that matter are the ones you can't see. I don't even think those are stats. If you can't see them and you can't measure them, they're not stats. What is this?
What about Hart? He left it all on the court every night.
You got the big Egos logo behind you. Yeah, that's nice. But how about some W's, some wins, and some points?
W's is short for winks. winks of sleep that I think you're out, Chris.
Yeah, you need to sleep more.
Chris, should we just let you rest during this interview? You seem agitated
let us do the
and
talking.
You're not making much sense.
You could use a nap because you sound so tired.
Yeah, all right.
Let's keep it moving, Paul.
Look, listen. All right, serious subject here, Chris. Adam Silver, he says that star players are not playing in enough games, right? He's freaking out about it. We have a solution for him.
Easy solution.
Easy. Find more star players.
Done.
You're the commissioner. If you don't think there are enough good players, then go find more. Your thoughts?
No, that is not the answer. It is a big problem. And I would love to see the league cut the season to make 65 games or so. But I fear that guys would load manage even in a 65-game season. So instead of playing 65 in an 82-game season, they play 50 in a 65-game season. It's a tough problem.
This is a math take. I'm losing you. Hey, not how you talk to an audience. You call yourself a broadcaster.
It's a tough problem.
You think people are following
it's
that
an
take
easy
at
problem.
7:30 in the morning?
No
wonder they put you on
that
early.
That wasn't calculus.
It was an easy solution.
Yeah, you guys sound like a couple Philly fans. That's for darn sure. My goodness. Can't follow simple addition and subtraction.
Subtraction is putting you on the show. That's the simple
2
thing.
minus 1.
Yeah,
that's
equals,
the subtraction.
Yeah, that's it. Look, all right. You've always been known as a basketball analyst. I got a question for you, right? On First Things First, they have you discussing the NFL, right? Was that a hard transition for you, having to talk about a sport that you know nothing about?
You can tell us. What was that like for you?
No, it was that. You know what? Look,
is that why you don't sleep at night?
No,
you're
growing
worried.
up, football was my favorite sport. And that lasted really. You know how it works in sports. I mean, I love basketball. I played basketball in college, unlike you two. And but
you're just college elitist.
Taking a shot.
We dominated the 14 and under.
Yep.
Yeah,
sorry that we're not in your AAU world. Yeah.
No, but I look. I love football. I've obviously followed it even during my career.
According to you. All right, if you obviously followed it,
let's put that to the test.
Let's give him a test.
Let's give him the test.
Hey, quiet, Chris. Don't worry. We're gonna test it. You want to test it? All right. Let's see how much you know. All right. Baker Mayfield this year had a completion percentage of 60.5%. Okay, and he only threw 13 picks. Name another quarterback who had a similar statistical season. Go.
60%, 13 picks.
By the way, Tony got this in 2 seconds. So you're
no
already
problem. Because I sleep 11 hours. No problem.
His brain's fresh brain.
60. The third. That's a tough one because 60%.
Quit stalling.
Quit stalling.
Give me a hint.
What? How pathetic are you?
Yeah.
How
about I just give you the answer?
I'll give him a hint. If I drive by your house and you look out the window and you see me bent over at you, this is what you're going to see. What are you going to see?
Yeah.
What do you do?
It comes out at night.
It comes out at night and it looks like my ass.
Don't say Warren Moon.
1989.
Warren
Moon.
Are you serious? I was thinking of a current quarterback.
1989.
That wasn't part of the question.
So you're saying,
nope. See,
are you trying
listening.
to say
you're
Baker
having
Mayfield?
problems focusing because you don't sleep.
Are you trying to say Baker Mayfield is on a Hall of Fame trajectory? Is that
the numbers? You say the number. Look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie.
Oh my God! That is the most ludicrous take I've ever heard.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
And that's saying a lot.
Oh really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got a ludicrous take for you. And this is for you.
Yeah.
You know what? Your career, not that great. You think because you're on all these shows? Let me tell you something. The measure of a career is what time you go to sleep, what time you wake up.
Yep.
You, 4
I
hours
bet
of
you
sleep.
guys
4 hours.
I bet you guys can go to bed really early and get up really late.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I'm going to show you how I put somebody to bed because I'm going to put you to bed right now.
Tell him his sleep number.
Guess what, Chris Broussard? You know what your sleep number is? 0.
It's 0. You know why? Because you're off this show.
I don't even know if I agree with this show. Take those jerseys off.
Jay, hang up the phone.
Hang up the
Not even
phone.
football season.
Stop talking. Stop talking and go get some sleep. All right, are we back live again? All right, this is live? All right, good. You figured out the system.
Yeah, he learned how to press play.
It only took 20 minutes there. Yeah. Anyway, Tony, that was our pre-recorded interview, and even though it was pre-recorded, it still sucks.
Yeah,
it was terrible. We should have just deleted it. That's what we should have done.
Yeah, that was Chris Broussard to listen to.
Yeah. By the way, Chris Broussard should definitely check out ZipRecruiter. Try to find a better job with better
sleep
hours
schedule.
there.
Yeah.
Yes. We just made bank there, Tony, doing that.
Yeah, we did. Cashed the check.
Anyway,
all right.
see, we turned it around. Great note to go out on. So we're just going to go out there.
Wait.
Oh.
Correct.
If it isn't Mr. Melatonin himself, Producer Jay.
Producer Jay, who is, he's sleeping. That's how he does his job. He's asleep at the wheel. What?
First, you guys still don't understand stats.
No,
when Warren Moon had 60% completion percentage in 1989, that was the 5th best in the NFL.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield this year was ranked 27th in completion percentage.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're ranked 27th in most likely to live past this episode.
Yeah. I'm going to take you out to a Mayfield and kill you.
Yeah, enough out of you.
No, that's it.
That's
no
enough.
more.
Number 2.
What?
Paulie?
Yeah, what?
You compared Tony to a thesaurus for knowing stats.
Yeah, great comparison.
No, you wouldn't use a thesaurus for that. You'd use an encyclopedia.
Oh, yeah? Well, I guess that makes you an encyclopedia file, if you catch my drift there, perv.
Yeah, I'm going to take you to Jurassic Park and feed you to a thesaurus.
Yeah.
Now, no
All right,
more.
That's enough.
Oh, finally.
What?
You said the late Gilbert Gottfried stole Dane Cook's act.
Totally.
Yep.
Sad.
No, Gilbert Gottfried was 17 years older than Dane Cook. There's no way he could have stolen that act.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm going to steal an axe and bludgeon you to death with it.
Yeah. 17 years is how long you'll be dead before anyone notices you're missing. Now, that's it. No more.
Yeah. And you know what, Tony? He should get ZipRecruiter on the line, too.
Yeah. Great product placement again, Paulie.
There you go, people. See, we know how to make a show. We know how to make bank.
We know how to cash those checks.
There you go. That's what this is all about, people.
Yep.
A good lesson in the business for you and Chris Broussard. Anyway, next week, big breaking news. We finally got him booked. Nick Foles will be on the show, so you'll look forward to that. Anyway, remember, subscribe on YouTube, the podcast platforms, Apple and Spotify, our partners there. And, hey, Tony, great job as always.
Same to you, Paulie. Another flawless show.
There you go. We'll see you next time, people.